We're tier listing all of Arsenal's kits from the 90s up until the modern day. That's what we do here on Fullest Piece. We figure out which ones are trash, which ones are class. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it over to Pete, who's gonna give a little bit of a breakdown of RC Wenger FC's history.
So Manoli, we're gonna be doing an episode of a team that, we kind of both don't like.
I hate them. Pete, I hate them so much. I hate them more than any team in sports. It's Arsenal.
Yeah, you hate them more than I do. I'm like a little indifferent. Yeah, before we get started, I just came back from my trip.
Oh, yeah?
Went to Seattle. I went to a Sounders game. When I was at the game, I picked up a nice kit.
Ooh, very nice Sounders kit.
Yeah, they always have that striking, cool, light green, electric green. I like the stripes. I think this also commemorates, I guess it's their 50-year anniversary as a team. Looks cool. And then when I was also in Seattle, shout out Ballard FC. It's I think like a second or third division team in the USL, founded by a former Seattle Sounder and Lamar Nagel. And I think they just started in like maybe 2-3 years ago.
Hell yeah.
Shout out Ballard. And
so I'm rocking the Chelsea out of pure spite, by the way, just to make things clear. Rocking the 2019 third kit. I have this one with Mr. AC Milan, now Christian Pulisic, on the back. When he was 22, it was before he got the number 10 for us for like 2 brief seasons. You will never ever catch an Arsenal kit in my home.
Yep. Hate.
It's what because I'm a professional. I will be leaving my hatred aside when ranking these kits. I will be looking objectively.
Unbiased. Okay, because we're professionals. We do this for a living.
Absolutely. Definitely don't have complete other jobs that we focus on 40 to 60 hours a week on.
We don't get paid. We
don't
get paid.
We don't get paid anything.
So Arsenal, a little bit of history. Founded in 1886 in Woolwich, southeast London, originally known as Dial Square. They were actually formed by workers at the Royal Arsenal Armaments Factory, so hence the name. And then it quickly evolved from a works team to a professional club. They have won the league 13 times historically, and then they've been 2-time League Cup winners. The cannon, as we are associated with the team, became more stylish and prominent in the 1950s, and then their current crest came in the 2000s. And yeah, that's a little just kind of cool history of Arsenal. So we're starting with the 97-98 season. With this, I would say would wear out. I think this is a very clean, it's cool, like a zigzag design there in the base layer, and I love how the collar and the sleeves match like on the cuffs.
Just because I need to state it again, I will never, and you would never catch me wearing an Arsenal kit. But I would put this and wear this out. This is nice. This is a pretty classic kit. It has their old badge on it, their old crest. The Arsenal JVC era is pretty sick. The JVC sponsorship I thought was very, very classic. One thing I actually never noticed until just now with this kit, and I feel like along with the zigzags, is there's a little bit of it says Gunners kind of design in there. It's a little hidden. It's hidden. I'd say it's hidden pretty decently. It's nice though. I like this little detail in there. They also won. Was this their first Premier League?
Yeah, I want to say this was their first Premier League.
I'll be honest. I might have to put it in beauty. I like this kit, especially their old yellow kits like this. I think are very classic. This is like a very iconic kit to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say another wear it out. I mean, it's cool. I like the rugby stripe like going across the middle there, but I like how it also goes across the sleeves, so it's like continuous. I'm fine with putting it in beauty.
I do think it's I'm pretty steadfast on that. I do think it's a really nice kit. I do really like Arsenal's old crest, like the more like original one, almost like medieval art. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe not medieval, but
I think you know like what I mean. Though.
Yeah, like that old English industrial kind of. Yeah, I see what you mean.
1998 and 1999 home kit. I mean, this is solid. I like the design a lot. I think this is an easy wear it out as well.
Yeah, I think so too. I think this is a cool, pretty easy wear it out. Worn by that legend there, Bergkamp. Dennis Bergkamp, very smooth footballer. He has like one of these amazing like goals. I don't know if it was in this shirt, but like I always think of the one goal where he does like a spin move. He like flicks it and does a spin, and the ball bounces around the defender back to him in stride and slots it into. I don't know how he did that shit.
It's one of those goals that have like stood the test of time too. Like you'll still see it in like those like best goals of all time compilations. Like even if they're like made in 2024, that always just seems to make its way in there. It is that goal is stunning.
Yeah, I like the trimming. I like the trimming with the blue there going down the
The
sides,
blocking
and
is really nice on this.
yeah, yeah,
Also,
and the
shout
way
out Nicholas Anelka playing on Arsenal, City, Chelsea. I feel like I'm forgetting. Like he really just toured
yeah,
clubs,
he
and I
he
feel
went
like
to he went to Real too.
I
Yeah.
forget he went to Madrid. That's crazy. This is not on our list because we didn't realize it at first. So they only wore this one time, and it was during the Champions League because their home and away kits clashed with RC Lens's kits. So Nike produced these for them to wear for literally one game, which is interesting. I think this is also I would have put this in a wear it out. I think it's just like a very clean, nice
Hmm.
design, like low wear it out, high decent. I'd say.
Yeah, that's I'd put it at decent. Off to a hot start for Arsenal.
I'll say this about Arsenal, especially with their home kit. Like once we start getting down the line here, you'll see some real funky ones they start doing.
Hmm.
But when they kept
Hmm.
it classic, they knew what they were doing.
Hmm.
99 to entering the Millennium 2000. So this is the same home kit, but they got the Sega sponsor. I love a good video game sponsorship. They got the Sega
Hmm.
sponsorship, and they got the Dreamcast sponsor on the front there.
Uh,
And was this Mr. Thierry Henry's debut season?
yes, Thierry Henry joined this season. He joined from Monaco, um, which was where he spent a lot of his youth career in. I know he had like a brief spell maybe at Juventus, I want to say,
He
but
did. I think he played
yeah,
1 year there.
yeah,
It's
or
it
something.
always comes up on the cross section game with soccer
Hmm.
players. It's like the teams
Yeah,
they both played on. And I always forget Juventus always sneaks in
yeah.
there.
No, I did. So the question is, do you like the JVC or do you like the Dreamcast more? Personally, I like the JVC a little
I
bit
like
more.
on this I like the JVC more personally.
So
Here though on their away
nah,
kit we get the Sega sick.
yeah, the
Like
Sega is sick.
Fiorentina had Nintendo, they got Sega. It's cool. I like you don't see that anymore really, but it is
Yeah,
I am a fan.
I would put the home kit because of the because I don't like that sponsorship as much. I put it down in decent, but Sega I put up to U Beauty because I mean
Really? Oh,
I don't know.
I was like high decent because I think this kit's kind of like whatever. Like I think it's
I don't know. I
fine.
think
Beauty? I don't know. This is like kind of like more plain, don't you think? I think the one
yeah.
that I threw in Beauty at least had like character. There was like bar. There was more design. This kind of just feels like a V-neck T-shirt with blue on the sides. I don't know. This doesn't. This just feels very like it's not bad. It's just
You know what? You know what? I here. I'm thinking of an upcoming Sega kit I actually want to put. So actually, you know what? Let's take this back to decent.
we'll keep it decent.
And
It's not
yeah.
bad. It's just
No, I got it mixed up with the wrong Sega kit. All right, so we're moving on to 2000, 2001, start of the new millennium. I say this one's decent. I don't like the kind of blue striping slash piping coming down from the collar, shoulder down.
I think it's fine.
Um,
Yeah, I
it's
agree.
fine, but I don't compared to some of the ones that we just did. I think this
It
is like the
feels
weakest one.
it feels like a worse version of their one from the last 2 years.
Robert Pires, who's an Arsenal legend, he also came in during this season too. He was like a left. He was a winger from another French winger. Very solid for them during this from this stretch of the 2000s to the mid 2000s.
It's fine. It's navy with yellow trim. It does a fine job. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It's just it's
Yeah.
there.
No harm, no foul.
0102, they get a new away kit. I would wear this out. I like this gold here.
Nah,
little
this is the one.
gold.
This was the one I was thinking of. This is
This
the
is
beauty
sick.
one.
This is a beauty.
This is
I
the
can throw
beauty.
this. I can throw this in beauty. This is
Yeah.
nice.
I think the color combos here go well. It's that kind of metallic gold, the navy blue, and like the red really gives it that nice kind of pop around the shoulders and stuff. So yeah, this is a beauty, I think. This one they won the league this year too, so also kind of adds a little bit more to it as well. And I don't know, it's just cool. It's just cool looking to me.
I like it. It's a very like classic design. When clubs use this kind of like gold, bronze, like metallic design on it, I think it's hard to miss as long as you pair it well color wise. It hits a lot of the time, and I think they do
Yeah.
a really nice job with this. Now we're entering what I think might be their best sponsor, the '02 years. Fantastic. I think this is a beauty. This is one of the like top kits when like I'm thinking Arsenal, when I'm thinking Thierry Henry banging in goals. It's this one.
Yeah, this one I agree. This is a beauty. I agree. I think this is a beautiful beautiful kid.
Look at this legend.
He is so good. When I see some of his highlights, again, a lot of the stuff he did was so effortless and just like
Here's a question for you: is Thierry Henry a better player or a better pundit?
I still say player. He's a good pundit. He's a good pundit with
he's a damn good pundit. It's tough for me. I don't know, man, because I think he's easily the most entertaining one to watch and like listen to him like talk. Like out of all the guys out there, like I think he's like if I had to pick one to just sit and listen to talk about the game, because he does a good job of mixing the like I played and I know I'm a legend with the like the comedy of it all. Like
he has a cheekiness to him a little bit, like an underrated cheekiness. But I still take the player. But he's by far the best pundit on the CBS Golazo for the Champions League coverage.
I'm also not a France guy by any means, but I'm wishing him well in the Olympics. I'm interested to see how he does with the U23s.
Yeah.
I'll be real with you. I'm gonna say it right now. Kind of think this is rubbish.
I agree. I don't. This is an interesting design. I don't love it because I don't know. There's this weird like white portion coming in around across the O2, which really kind of kills it for me.
It kind of reminds me of like a USA training top.
This is like the first time where you can see the new crest, like the crest that they use now, like really pop off, and I don't think it goes well with it.
Yeah, I think this is their first year using it.
Yes.
Yep, this is the first year. This is also the first year with the new crest. I'll say I like the O2 sponsorship better, but I think Sega's better on this kit.
Sega's more iconic for this kit.
Yeah.
It doesn't kill it. I would say it just is a wear it out. But O2's not bad. It's just
it is
Sega's
interesting because it has the it's saying it's very few of the gold away shirts were produced after the sponsor and crest were both changed. So this is this is almost a collector's item now.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting. You don't see stuff like that very often.
Yeah. Moving on to 03-04. I know it's carrying over from last year, and I know we put it in as a beauty, but this is the kit that they won the Premier League and were known as the Invincibles, only team to never lose a game during a campaign. And that with that, it has to go up to absolute class.
It pains me to say, but I agree that is a deserving upgrade. I feel like you got to throw it up in beauty then on this one.
Yeah, you got to throw it in there as beauty as well. This is a classic color combo that they've used with the yellow and the blue. Yeah, so I agree. We're going to put it in beauty. And that 03-04, that was the last Premier League title that they had. I
mean, you sell your soul to the devil.
Would you trade the Invincible season for another like set of couple, like let's just say 2 or 3 Premier League titles
I feel like you have to, right? Like it's cool to say you have the Invincibles, but like every year that goes by, I feel like every year that goes by without winning a trophy, people seem to give less of a fuck.
And especially like when you haven't, like I guess besides this last year, when you haven't been even close to sniffing a trophy. But yeah, I agree. All right, so moving on here, let's go to 04-05. Couple young guns join here, like RVP joins. There's a young Cesc Fabregas there. I actually like this kit a lot. I put it as a beauty.
I think this is also a beauty. This is really nice. The gold trim. It definitely seems like very celebratory. Funny enough, I do think this is better than their last 2 seasons home kit.
No, I agree.
The centering's nice. I like that they're throwing the crest in the center there. The O2 really works well with this. The sleeve design. The sleeve design.
I like
really
the nameplate. The nameplate on the back there is also cool.
This is very cool.
I don't think you ever really see that ever.
It's like frame. It looks like a shield almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very nice.
It's decent.
It's very similar, slight differences, but the blue's a little painful. I don't know. It's hard on the eyes here. You know what I mean?
I think what kind of hurts this is a bad use of piping. The yellow piping coming from the shoulders down and around the back hurts it. If they didn't use the piping, I think it'd be better.
It is interesting, I guess, notice this too. This just on the one side, this little like sleeve design they're rocking with here.
It's the Total 90, the Nike Total 90 stuff. Because a lot of the other Nike teams we did at this time, they always had like that type of template.
Gotcha. This, I'm just gonna say it right now, is absolute class. This is, I think, one of their absolute best kits by a mile for like multiple reasons. This is like Merlot maroon.
So this is commemorating Highbury, their former home. So this was the last season before they moved into the Emirates. So this is commemorating some of those first years of when they wore this specific kind of burgundy maroon color to commemorate it. And
Decent. To go from that speech.
Nah,
Oh, really?
I actually put this in. I wouldn't put this in class. I put in as you beauty.
A beauty.
I remember this is the kit that I remember seeing them in the first time, and you see right there, like in the bottom corner, that's like at the Champions League final, right there. There was also like an iconic performance by Thierry Henry at the Bernabeu in the semifinals where he bossed Real Madrid. Like one of the few times a player went into the Bernabeu and bossed them and essentially won them the game on his back. So that's why I'm putting it there. He was so good. Like he was determined to win like that Champions League for Arsenal, and fortunately he didn't. They lost like in the 80th minute. They were up like 1-0. And then like a stupid red card happened and they were down to like 10 men.
2006, 2007, we now enter Flight Emirates sponsorship, which is here to stay.
It's a good switch of sponsorships. Like, I mean, O2 is, again, iconic, but Fly Emirates, I think, in terms of modern day football, probably the best like sponsorship. But I think this is just a nice simple wear it out.
Yeah, there's a wear it out. I think it does a lot right. The gold trim on the sides I really like. They really go for the gold a lot here. They do it well. You know what I mean? And it's in their colors. It's fair. Little thing to note that I just like to bring up, 06, 07. Ashley Cole leaves for the club where he will be best known and have his best performances. Chelsea FC.
Yeah, he really did them dirty too.
Fuck
I don't
yeah,
think
he did.
he doesn't like he does not like Arsenal, so yeah.
Love it. Let's go. 07, 08. This is one of their best away kits.
Okay.
I wish this was their away kit when they had the Highbury kits. Because these feel like they would have complemented each other perfectly.
I disagree on that note, but it is a very clean kit. I like the burgundy touches around the collar and the sleeves, and I like Fly Emirates going with the burgundy as well, being one of those sponsors that's not afraid to change its colors.
I think this is the minimum beauty. This is a gorgeous kit.
I'd say wear it out, but you know what? If you were feeling okay with me being passionate about those other two,
we're gonna be on steady ground here. I think this is rubbish.
Yeah, this is pretty bad.
Oh,
this is rubbish.
Thank God. I don't like this at all. This feels like a bad rugby kit.
Because it is a bad rugby kit. The rugby players would be like, "What the fuck is that?"
This and it reminds me of the Barcelona one from a couple years ago, which I also don't think was great.
This just doesn't feel like an Arsenal kit.
It's weird. It's very out of place compared to the rest of them.
Yeah, so rubbish. Yeah, moving up to 08-09, the boy Andre Arshavin, who scored 4 goals against Liverpool. He does that stupid face. They join with help support like the rest of this team. They actually make it to the semifinals in the Champions League, but guess who they lose to? Good old United. I actually would say wear this out because this kit was a little bit different than some of their other iterations. Instead of doing the white sleeves, they do the white paneling from the collar down the shoulders and down towards the side. So I kind of thought it was cool. It was kind of different and cool looking.
Yeah, I just think this is decent. I don't love how this looks, I'll be honest. I think it looks a little bit awkward.
Do you want to spin for it? Let's spin for it. We haven't done the wheel yet.
If you want to spin for it, that's fine.
I said let's just spin for it.
That's fine. We need a little fun. We need a little excitement.
Wait.
No, I'm there. It's me. That's me. That's me.
All right.
That's me. Decent. I don't think it's terrible. I don't know. I wouldn't wear this. It just, especially after I just looked at a picture. I saw Adebayor rocking it long sleeve. It looks like a flight suit. Like, it looks like you're gonna go like skydiving. I don't know how to explain. Like, it looks like when you open it up, there's gonna be red wings attached to you, like a squirrel suit.
You're gonna go to Sky Zone.
Yeah, something like that. This is wear it out for me though. This is, I think, one of their better.
I think this is decent.
Really?
Look, there's our shot. Look, I just think it's decent.
There it is.
Shotman doing the
he
dumbass.
Does look like an idiot. I mean, if you're up in 4 goals, you can do whatever you want. You can strip down naked if you want.
Yeah, and I think that like hyped him up way more than he was.
I kind of like this burnt yellow on it. I think they haven't done exactly this color. Usually their yellow's a little brighter.
I don't like the piping. I don't like that red piping. That's what kills it kind of for me.
That's why
I put it that
This being high
That's why I
decent
put
is
in
fine
decent.
with me though. I'm not that into it. Like I can just see this being a kit people. I feel like I've seen people wear this kit out.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen it too.
2009, 2010. We get a new away and third kit, and I'm saying now I think these are both just kind of like low decent. I don't really know. I don't understand why they're going with like a navy here. I don't. The pinstripes don't. I guess just kind of plain and weird, and like when they do blue, they usually add a little more like yellow accent or something. Or this is like a weird kit.
Yeah, it's just decent. There's again like no harm, no foul. Like it's not an audacious like. There's no design, so it's not like ugly or anything.
Like their third kit, I wish was their away kit. Like this is definitely it's still decent, but I think it's better. Yeah. It's definitely like significantly better.
Maybe if the pinstripes were like a red,
like this, I was gonna say they should have gone like maroon on this. So, like I feel like there's a lot more they could have. Like I don't think the design of the shirt is bad. I think it's the colors they chose for both of these are just kind of odd for what Arsenal has been doing like thus far that we've been looking at. 2010, 2011. This is where we start entering like the Arsenal that I think about more, the Arsenal kits where I think about it more often than not. Just because this is about like around the time when I started watching soccer. On that note, I think it's like a low wear it out though.
Yeah, I'd say it's I would say high decent.
I can go either way on it. I'm not like terribly passionate, but
I don't think it's their best. I think it's a little too plain.
They're similar. They're similar to me in like the same stuff we were saying about Liverpool, where like when they don't fuck around with their stuff too much, they don't get too weird. It's hard to mess up their home kit.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why like there's just nothing here for it. Like it's just decent. I mean, it gets the job done. Like
I think it needs a little. It needs a little more flair. I think then I would have been more confident throwing in to wear it out, but. It's not bad. That's why I put it works.
Not bad.
This is an easy wear it out though.
This is an easy. This is like one of. It's funny enough. I think when I think of like some of the away kits they've had,
this one comes to mind
for some reason comes to mind. Yeah. I look the yellow, the gold, and the burgundy are always a nice color combination. I think it's probably an underrated one, at that. Yeah. It's a good wear it out.
So 2011, 2012, they do something cool with the crest on all three of their kits here. We get to Google it to confirm, but it is they're celebrating their 125 years as a club. I think this is a beauty though, and I think it's because for me, this is why I love when they do something special with a crest. Honestly, this might have even been in the decent range. Is it olive branches? I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, it looks like olive branches and stuff around there.
It makes it look very classy. I think also in the long sleeve, I think about it a little more than the short sleeve for whatever reason. Yeah,
Thierry Henry comes back. He comes back for like a loan.
He comes back for the 3 month. It's the 3 month loan you could do with the You can do with the MLS. So I think that's another reason why I just have like a lot of memories. This is like one of the first Arsenal kits that I really remember. Once I got into soccer.
All right. Yeah. Well, you know what? With that speech, I'll give you it.
It's the most passionate you're gonna hear me talk about a fucking Arsenal kit.
I was gonna say it was decent. I was gonna say decent.
It would be. It's all the badge. It's all the badge. Because the badge doesn't say it. I think this is dreadful.
Oh, you think this
is
dreadful?
Their worst kit that we've seen by them by like a margin. Yeah. This is. Yeah. I don't like either of the shades of blue. This just doesn't feel like I don't think Arsenal with this. The like little cross hatch is awful.
Oh, you don't think Arsenal about this kit? I do. You want to know why?
Why?
They got their freaking ass. They got their ass clapped by United 8-2.
Of course they did.
I got their cheeks clapped. And you want to know what's so funny?
This has a 4.1 rating.
A lot of people, I actually didn't like. I don't think the colors are that bad.
This is gross. This is gross for an Arsenal kit.
I don't think the colors are that bad. Let me tell you something. When I think of this kid, I think of that 8-2 loss that they got smacked at Old Trafford. This United team was absolute, like, a bunch of, like, no names nowadays. Chris Smalling, Phil Jones, Johnny Evans, Patrice Evra, Luis Nani. Okay, fine. Good player. Tom Cleverley.
Wow.
Anderson, Fat-Ass Anderson, Ashley Young, Wayne Rooney, and Danny Welbeck. That team put up 8 against a team that had Van Persie, Arshavin, Walcott, Aaron Ramsey, Thomas Rosicky. I mean, like that team, that should have never happened.
They got it. That team must have gone in Van Persie's ear from them and be like, brother, you don't deserve this.
It's probably what, like, he was like, 8
What
to
are we
2
doing?
against that fucking team.
Them adding the branches to this is the same away kit as last year that I was shilling before. Elevates it so much. I would have thrown this probably like I you can't throw it up any higher than class, but like this I think elevates it quite a bit. This is just a really really pretty kit. But 2012, 2013, I think this is a beauty. I like this kit. I remember really liking this kit when it came out for Arsenal. I remember being in high school when this came out.
Yeah,
but I'm a big. The sleeves just make it.
the
look
sleeves are nice.
Great.
Yeah, the sleeves are nice. They brought in some good names for the next few years that helped kind of solidify that team. They had like Santi Cazorla, that beautiful Frenchman, Olivier Giroud,
sexy Frenchman,
and freaking German legend Lucas Podolski.
Podolski was like he served Arsenal well too. He served his time.
Yeah, he was pretty solid for them.
This deep, them not doing just like a blue. It's like a very deep navy, but it looks so nice. They're all just very clean, just like deep colors.
Mm-hmm.
This is dreadful. This is
how
I guess said the last one was the worst you've ever seen. In 1 year they topped it. This is their worst kit.
It's funny because I actually don't mind this kit, but I see how dreadful it can be.
Dude, look at the text on this for like Champions League, like club text.
That's not bad.
This is awful, Pete.
I mean, I'm talking about the. I'm sorry. Wait. I'm not. You were saying the text. I didn't think the text were bad.
Like the color, like the
the colors. All right, I get the colors.
Red name set.
I don't think it's that bad.
This is bad, Pete. This is a bad
Look,
kit.
they're fine. The kit is rubbish or dreadful, whatever. I'm not personally,
Freddy
I didn't think it was
Krueger's
that bad.
this.
Yeah, he's going to because they're trying to get into their opponent's head, give them nightmares. That's why.
You can take that back.
Yeah,
You can take that joke back
No,
if you want. You can take that joke. I'll give you a second to take it back.
It was bad. It was a bad joke. All right, fine. We're going to put it let's put it. I get it. I get the hate for this kit. All right, fine. I get it.
Hate.
I'm
Say it with me.
hate.
I mean, this is a wear it out. There's a clean yellow, blue, like classic Arsenal away kit.
Yeah. Mesut Ozil comes in this season, as well. Comes in from Real Madrid for like at the time their record signing. He was like 42 million on like transfer deadline day. Like clean kit. Nothing wrong.
I remember that transfer too. That was a crazy one at the time. Like that felt wild. This club text is pretty. This is an interesting font.
Yeah, it is an interesting font. It doesn't seem like Arsenal.
I also wonder why this guy, like whoever's posting his photos, just really likes Podolski. I guess because 2 in a row he has specifically club text.
He might be
club font
German.
Podolski.
The guy might be a German guy.
Maybe
he loves the kebab. Daddy himself, Lucas Podolski.
Fair play. Now enter the Puma years of Arsenal, 2014-2015.
Yeah, when you say you like Puma, I always think of some of the Arsenal kits, and I'm like, how? They're not that good. So 14-15, Alexis Sanchez joins after the World Cup, comes from Barcelona, was an immediate impact and like their best player, kind of like that guy that they needed. Because there was a few years, because now you gotta remember, like Robin Van Persie left already, so like they needed like that signature guy, and he was that guy for them for a few seasons. I think this is decent. I don't like the shoulder panel thing up at the top there. It's just like they're trying to do too much. So that's why I put it in decent.
No, I agree. It's fine. Like I think this
also this was like that year, like this was like that time when like Puma wanted to do like super skin tight fucking jerseys.
Because I was just gonna bring this up.
This was so stupid. Like how all the people that are buying these kits are not in good shape. They all got beer bellies. And they showed that on those Arsenal fans.
Dude, the crowds of the Arsenal games were crazy when these kits released. Decent again. It's like fine.
They tried to like copy some of like the old school kits with that yellow and blue combo. Just looks like it's a piss yellow. It's a piss yellow color.
I almost want to put it in rubbish because I don't like the shoulder blocking.
Yeah, it's too square.
I kind of want to put this in rubbish, honestly.
Put it. Do it. You're not getting nothing.
Twisting my arm.
Nothing but
dreadful. Bloody dreadful. Bloody dreadful. Bloody dreadful.
Yeah. This is
It's better than the
awful.
purple, but worse than the other blue and navy one.
I say the purple's better than this.
I'm not gonna
These
complain
colors
either
suck.
way. This stinks. This is a stinker. If I was Arsenal, and I saw what Nike had done for us over the last like 20 years, and then they bring in this.
Yeah, they knew they made a grave mistake.
Their second try I think is a wear it out for sure.
Okay, all right.
I like
I'd
it.
Say...
I think they do a better job here. I think the fits get a little better. I want to say they got the memo. I like this little bit of a mock neck they have going on. I think the gold trim is very nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd say decent. I again, for some reason, it just kind of like it's better than the previous year for sure. It just doesn't do anything for me. Also, you really want to wear it out because your boy Peter Cech switched and he went to the north side of London.
As long as they transfer and they don't give us a hard time and we know they're leaving, I don't give a shit.
This is just shocking behavior to see you sympathizing with Arsenal. That's all I'm just.
Listen, you son of a bitch.
I'm just calling it out as I see it right now. You
I told you hey, listen, I'm a professional. I stated that from the beginning.
That's right. We're professionals. That's right. I had to remember that.
What do you think about this one then? I'm curious.
When this came out, I liked it, and now as time has gone by, it's decent.
I think it's rubbish. I don't like the pattern. I don't like the design. This little like diagonal.
I think it's better. It's better than I think navy blue and gold is actually a nice color combination.
This is pretty rubbish though.
Yeah, this is rubbish.
This is a training top. This is should have been a training top. I'm kind of confused on what's going on with this. There's no colors in here that even I almost think if you should swap this out for a Man City crest and it would make more sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. The training top is probably the perfect description for that, but yeah.
I think it's high decent, low wear it out. It's high. I think it's definitely worse than last year. So I think high decent is a fair spot for it.
Yeah, I don't get what this whole bar down the middle is. That's kind of a little weird to me.
It feels a little pro clubs-esque, no?
I mean that I don't know what they're trying to do. I think is Puma just trying to do something different. And I
feel like they're trying to do something clean. If anything,
I don't even know if they're trying. I think they're just trying to stand out. I think they're trying to stand out from just previous Arsenal kits, and I would wear this out.
I was gonna say you can wear this out. This is a pretty solid kit. I think they do they get a good wide collar. It almost feels like 2000s, early 2000s in design.
Yeah.
Low decent.
I would say rubbish.
I'm fine either way.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know where this fluorescent, this neon yellow neon highlighter color. That's weird.
That's a staple Puma move to give you some fucking wacky ass neon color. Here, have it.
I actually think this is a wear it out though. I think this is their best home kit they've hit with them.
The bar wasn't very high, so for home kits, this is probably their best Puma home kit.
Rubbish. It's a blue trainee. It's an athletic shirt.
Say it with me. Gradients suck ass.
This isn't good. This is a generic training, generic workout shirt that you can find at Marshall's, and they slapped an Arsenal and Fly Emirates on it and said, "Yep, this is good enough."
Yep, exactly.
And this isn't even a third. This is an away kit. This is. They wore this a lot. I think this is a better away kit. And they've never done.
Yeah, that's a better away kit.
I say wear this out. I think this is their most ambitious.
Yeah,
design. It's a clean design, but I like this pink a lot. They've never done pink.
Always if ever you have a dark base, this kind of gunmetal charcoal gray or anthracite, with a cool pop of color, it always will work 9 times out of 10, and in this case it does. So yeah, wear it out.
It's funny, all three of these kits, I'm pretty good memory on a lot of kits. When I see them, oh yeah, I remember I don't remember any of these from Arsenal.
Yeah, this is a rubbish home kit.
This is their worst home kit that we've gone over across this whole episode so far. This is rubbish.
Yeah, this is rubbish too. They still do that.
It's the same design.
Yeah, it is.
It's the same design, just navy.
Yeah, and it crosses over into the middle of the chest, and it's weird.
Both the home and the away kit, it looks like the printer ran out of toner. That's the vibe I'm getting.
Yeah.
It's it's better than the other two, but this is what I mean when it's it doesn't work. They're not known for this kind of turquoise, green. Um, but it doesn't work as well as like that pink does. I think this is like a wear it out. I think this is a very nice debut for Adidas with Arsenal. I think usually like we say this a lot and it shows. A lot of teams, a lot of kit manufacturers will play it safe. There is a little bit of like flair, like it goes back to a classic kind of like Arsenal design, like white sleeves, the red sort of base, but they do this interesting thing with the collar. I like the kind of similar to what I'm wearing right now. These like sort of like bars in the collar that I think add a really nice touch to it. This is a nice kit. This is a wear it out for sure.
Yeah, the collar is the best part of this this home shirt. It just looks very nice. I think it was just kind of a nice everything was wonderful once again kind of feel for at least the home kit. The other thing to note here is like this is I think Mikel Arteta's first full year as the manager. Now he finished 8th.
People did not think he was him.
He's gonna finish 8th a couple like this year and next year, and people are gonna be like, "What the fuck are we doing?"
I would also wear this out. I think this is fun.
Adidas
had fun this first year. I like this design a lot. Like,
so this is a kit that they did back in the 90s called the Bruised Banana. That's what I actually would put this under a beauty. I think this is actually, yeah. I think it's some people might like the Bruised Banana more. I think this is a little bit of a better take. Because I don't think it's as audacious as the original Bruised Banana. We can pull up the original Bruised Banana.
Yeah.
So this is the inspiration. This is the Bruised Banana. I don't personally like the Bruised Banana. I think it's a little bit overrated.
If I was like an Arsenal fan, I can see why. Like this, I can see why you would like this though. Like I get this. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I do. I am a fan of this. So no, I'm willing to put this in the beauty. This is nice. I think it's a very clean kit. Decent. It's fine.
Decent.
Nothing more to say really.
Monochromatic crest there, which was a nice touch.
For me, this is decent. 2020, 2021.
They kind of do a modern retro vibe with Arsenal. That's a great way of putting it. And I think I think when they moved, this is such a big upgrade from Puma because it was bad with Puma, in my opinion. I say wear it out. I think this is the base layer is really cool.
I think this is pretty decent. I think this is like one of like I can see why someone would really like this. This is interesting.
Yeah, I think this is decent as well.
It's based off the marble halls of the former Highbury.
Yes. So Highbury was like was kind of an interesting, beautiful, like small, intimate but beautiful stadium in terms of like the interior luxury of it. Like it almost had this kind of museum-esque vibe to it. Yeah. Some people also called it the stabbing shirt, I think. I don't know. I could be wrong.
It does look kind of like veins, like bleeding.
Yeah.
I think it's a high decent, though. I kind of think it's rubbish. Yeah, don't like this.
It's like an Adidas template that we're like, we got nothing for you, but here, have this.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that one. I'm stuck between decent. I think like a high decent. Collar, I feel like if they went white instead of this red on navy, the red on navy feels a little hard on the eyes here.
I think it's the navy Adidas stripes that kind of throw me off for some reason. So, yeah, I think it's decent.
I actually put this away kit and wear it out. I really like this. This is the first time we're going to see them using just the straight cannon as the badge. We're going to see this a little more coming up. But this is just like clean. It's just like muted, like not quite banana yellow, but this like nice kind of like muted yellow. Like
I wear it out. I remember when this kit came out a couple years back, a lot of people were really liking it, and I saw a lot of people wear it too. So
I actually put this and wear it out. I like this. This is like this is weird 90s third kit. Like this kind of reminds me, like, you know, the cups the 90s blue and red cups that you get at like carryouts and stuff.
Yeah.
This is fun. Cool. This is a fun kit.
It's like the Bruised Banana design from last year, but with the new fun colors, and the colors work here. It's like a kind of like a Volt kind of blue, and the red really pops.
This is identical to like the Man U one.
Yeah, so I remember. Yeah, you're kind of right. And not an identical in sense of like the design, but what they did was for this year, every like Adidas team, I feel like big Adidas team had like this cool retro collar. So we have like these cool triangles. That's they did like a thunderbolt.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I prefer. I'll say this right now. I prefer yours.
Yeah, ours is more retro than theirs, but it's not bad.
No, I think it's decent.
Yeah, it's decent. But
I think if it
it's
did a
nice.
little, I think if it did a little more, it would have earned a work it out, work it out. It would have earned a wear it out. But the way it is now, it's fine. I want to say wear it out. This is a pretty clean kit. They do some gold bronze here. I like that black pattern. The gray stripes are pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm okay with wear it out. It's like an Art Deco-y kind of. It's all the letters of Arsenal like that are like in kind of cool geometric.
It's kind of trying to
design.
be Gucci a little, but like I'm not mad at it, you know.
Beauty. The pink kit is kind of nice.
You know what's crazy? Like I'm not kidding, and I don't mean like I went decent and wear it out. Is it rubbish? Like I've got hit like everything. I don't know spectrum. What. Because it's like, I look at him, like, it kind of looks like a baby's, like, first shirt. But it's also kind of clean, but it also looks like my grandmother's sleep shirt. Like, it's so many, it's...
Do you want to spin? Spin for it. Let's spin for it.
I'll spin for it. I'm not really mad anywhere it ends up, to be honest with you. I just can't figure out how I feel about it, so that's why I want to put it in decent. It's decent!
Damn, I'm 0 for 2.
I wouldn't take too much offense to the things I'm saying, though. 2023, 2024, I think this is class. This is one of their cleanest kits in years. Like, I like the little bit of, like, bolt, like, the Thunderbolt design going in there, but, like, the red is a really clean red. They go the monochromatic badge, adding in the gold trim with the gold Adidas. I think the white, actually, instead of them going gold, them going white on the sponsor, just, like, it makes it a little easier on the eyes, I think. And then the gold trim and detailing on the stripes and the sleeve. This is a great kit.
I'm not mad. I think the only part to me that I don't like is the Thunderbolt design. It's that kind of textured like design that they do, but I like the gold accents, and I think this was like the real, like, this past year I feel like kind of showed that Arsenal is back.
Arsenal is in fact a force to be reckoned with. It's just
they're back.
It's just unfortunate that they're going against Pep.
City.
It's Pep. I'll say it, and I'm gonna say it with my chest. I'd wear this out.
I think this is one of those kits that works on field better, but in person you look like an ass. Not an ass, but it doesn't look as good as you think it does.
I disagree. I feel like if I see someone like rocking some like this with like some like black pants or like jeans, like I think this play, like you gotta
like a hipster in Brooklyn.
Yes, like if I saw a hipster in Brooklyn rocking this, I'd be like, damn, he looks good.
I'm gonna go decent. I don't think it's there. I get it.
The color. If I was in the flip flop position, like I would have bought 2 Arsenal kits this year. It's a wear it out. There's a low wear it out, but it's a wear it out.
Throw it in decent.
Do you want to lose 3 in a row?
Why not? I'm feeling lucky.
Oh my god. Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy. It's because even the universe knows that I've been right on these takes.
Okay, whatever.
This is decent though.
Yeah,
cool.
This is decent.
Cool. That's enough discussion on our end. And now on to this year's, which are now official, I believe. I don't think these are considered leaks anymore. This is a beauty.
I kind of agree with you here.
They're very monochromatic with it. I think the colors work well. The blue stripes with they just balance the colors out nicely. I actually really like Canon. The Canon, I'm a fan that they're using this more.
Yeah, I think like the year or 2 prior when it had the blue Adidas stripes, we didn't like that one as much. I think here, because it's on a white base layer, it works a lot better.
Yes.
And the Adidas template this year, I think, is actually really nice. This is Mexico. Viva la Mexico.
This is
Viva
Mexico.
la Mexico,
I don't like this kit. Every time I look at it, I kind of like, I do want to, I'm like,
I don't know what they were thinking here. Again, these are colors, I mean, outside the red, of course, but like these are colors that they would have never used.
I don't think they've used this shade of green once. This gets a wear it out from me.
Yeah, it's a nice color combo.
The color combo's nice, like the teal and purple, like here you go. Like these are like kind of like odd. Like the teal, maybe not as much. They've used it a couple times. Purple, they've used a little, but like this kind of like sherbety. Like this is where gradients work. Them going with the trefoil. I love when Adidas brings in their OG logo.
And with that, that's Arsenal, man. You know what? I mean, good showing by Arsenal. I think there's a lot in that top half, And for a while there, we were not going in the rubbish or bloody dreadful territory at all.
Almost all of the rubbish and dreadful are like primarily like Puma's responsible for over half of it. A little Nike and like 2 Adidas kits that were ambitious. It is hard to mess up an Arsenal kit. It is.
They might be one of the better performing Premier League teams that we've done. Now that we've ranked,
they might be
now that we've ranked the big 6, they actually might be number 1.
I think they're the best. Like in terms of like top through decent performance, like just staying out of the rubbish and dreadful. I think they're the best. I think is a pretty, like I said, pretty solid showing from them. I think they should be very proud. And this is coming from an absolute stone cold Arsenal hater.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't like them as much as you do. I mean, actually, you probably hate them more than me, but
I don't like them at all. So.
I can recognize good kits when I see them, and they definitely have some of the. So far, they've probably had maybe the best collection of like top half kits.
If this shows anything, it shows that if I am one thing, I'm a professional.
We're professionals. Yes, we're professionals.
I put my hatred aside for good-looking kits.
Some would say you actually maybe were an Arsenal sympathizer. I don't know. Some people are saying it. Everyone knows it. You know it. You were sympathizing.
I'm cutting that. But yeah, that is another completed episode of Fullest Peace. Thank you all for showing up. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe as always, and we will see you next time. Cheers, my friends.
Yep. See you guys.